So yeah, 45-minute pre-stream, because why not? Looks like everything's going pretty smoothly. Oh, I forgot to invite the bot. Alright, there we go. That should do it. I think. Alright. So, I don't really know what to say here. Well, these events are for direct relief, which is a humanitarian aid organization fighting the spread of COVID-19 across all 50 states and in 30+ countries. Their main mission is to improve the lives of all those affected by emergencies. And as such, any money donated will go towards obtaining protective gear for doctors and volunteers that are currently running out of that. Well, Track will probably be here soonish.
So it's a good cause to donate for doctors, nurses, and anybody essential, really. And I'm essential with where I work, so not as important as doctors, nurses, etc. But it's a good thing, good cause to donate.
Just go ahead and type !donate in the chat if you would like to get the information to support the cause. Which I have misspelled in the title. Good job with me. In hindsight, I probably could have used those extra 15 minutes. But it is what it is.
Hindsight is 2020.
I'm just hoping the audio doesn't end up desyncing by the time we reach the end of this. looks like we've nearly raised $3,500 for this cause. Not half bad.
For a bunch of people playing video games, that's fantastic.
Yeah. Maybe by the end of this we'll have rented that out to properly 3,500. Which you can help achieve by typing !donate into the chat.
You have to forgive me, I'm still out and about. I'm not quite back at the house yet.
Oh no, so the noise suppression's working just fine. By the way, if you donate $5 or more to Direct Relief, you will be entered for a random giveaway for a hitbox controller. And those are pretty neat. So maybe do that.
They're quite fun to use and mess with, and they're a lot very extremely good controller once you know how to use them. I built one for a friend a while back. They love it. I was today years old. I learned this. This track was supposed to have lyrics originally. What track is that?
A Vision of Silver. It's one of the ending tracks for Last Blade 2. I forget whose it is. Think it's Yuki?
That's quite possible.
Oh wait, no, it's Kogeki's ending.
Kogeki?
Yeah. Kogeki actually has a unique ending from Shigen.
Oh, Kogetsu. Okay.
Kogetsu, right.
That one letter makes all the difference.
Yeah, it does. Although that was like 3 letters, but semantics. Alright, what's there to say here? Shoutouts to Turtle.dev, an app designed to fluidly add freelance software developers to your team each month, powered by tools for great teamwork. Well, we've got a pretty good turnout this week. Currently sitting at 18 players, but there is still time to sign up if you're interested. Perhaps consider donating while you're at it. $5 more and you enter a chance for a hitbox giveaway, so...
If you're on the fence about entering because you might lose, just enter anyway. It's a good time. And you're donating to a great cause.
Yeah, no risk to you, benefit to the world. Shout out to the Shine series of tournaments, a New England Fine Game Tournament Major circuit which has donated an entry pass to the winner of the Melee event. I guess that's not particularly relevant to this stream, but whatever. Is my mic quiet? I feel like my mic might be quiet.
I'm hearing it just fine.
Alright.
And it might be relevant to this stream if you consider Smash a fighting game.
Didn't the Melee tournament already happen, though? Like... Oh,
That
well,
I
whatever. Shout out to Jazzy Circuit as a community sponsor. Sponsoring the Third Strike events, and the entry fee from that has gone directly to Direct Relief. Shoutouts to Fruit Factory, the developers of Acceleration of Siguri 2, a lightning-paced dual-style shoot-'em-up from Orange Juice, featuring all the favorite characters from the Siguri universe.
I lost you there for a second.
I think that was Discord.
Most likely.
Oh, well, I'll say it again just to be safe. Fruit Factory wanted to say that the Acceleration of Siguri 2 is a lightning-paced, dual-style shoot-'em-up from Orange Juice, featuring all your favorite characters from the Siguri universe. In hindsight, this was probably not a good playlist to put on shuffle. There's like one song that's like 4 times as long as the rest.
That does happen, but what
I'm gonna put it on a loop instead. That's the wrong button. Shout out to Duck Game, otherwise, and Super Joe Bob. They donated game codes to Duck Game as donation incentives, and a $250 prize pool for EG along with the community. Fantasy Strike by Serlin Games has donated game codes, donation incentives, and $250 for the FS prize pool along with its community. Digital Crafter, the developer of Five Animals, has donated game codes as donation incentives, and also $50 for the FOA prize pool. Once again, any and all donations made to this event will go directly to direct relief in order to supply doctors with equipment needed to combat COVID-19. We are at $3,463. And if anyone would like to donate to help round that out to $3,500, with at least $5 or more, they will be entered for a random giveaway for a hitbox controller, so please consider doing that.
Almost free controllers are the best kind.
The Gaika Games, the creators of Koiheim Enbu, have donated game codes as donation incentives, and also donated $50 to a prize pool for KE. So shouts to them. As well as Team Reptile, the creators of Lethal League Blaze. They have donated... Maybe that's not creators. Maybe I'm misreading this chart. Oh well. They have donated game codes as donation incentives, and also $300 total for Lethal League Blaze prize pools. I'm hoping I wasn't misreading this sheet the whole time. That would not be good. No, I've got to be reading this right. Dev, the creators of Maiden and Spell, donated game codes as donation incentives, and also $50 as a prize pool for M&S. Punch Planet has also provided game codes as donation incentives, and a total of $300 alongside its community for the Punch Planet pool, or prize pools. And Fornus Games, the creators of Rivals of Ether, have donated game codes as donation incentives, and also donated part of the prize pool for Rivals of Ether, which was $150 in total. Early Melon, the developers of Roof Rage, donated game codes and donated a $50 prize pool for Roof Rage. The Skullgirls team, creator of the namesake Skullgirls, donated game codes as donation incentives and a $250 prize pool for Skullgirls in this event. Udasti, the developers of Slap City, donated game codes and a $300 prize pool for the Slap City events. Metagames Co., the Slayers for Hire devs, donated game codes, donation incentives, and a $500 prize pool for Slayers for Hire. Double Dutch Games, known for speedrunners, has donated game codes as donation incentives and also a $50 prize pool for the speedrunner tournament. Tory Bash has donated game codes as donation incentives and also various prize items for the Tory Bash tournament. And Manga Gamer, the creators of Uminiko Golden Fantasia, has donated game codes for donation incentives and also a $50 prize pool for Uminiko Golden Fantasia. Don't forget that if you donate $5 or more to the Quarantine Report charity goal, you will be entered for a sweepstakes for a Hitbox controller. So don't be afraid to chip in if you would like to support the cause. Proceeds are going to direct relief in order to supply equipment to doctors in need to help fight the COVID-19 epidemic, or pandemic.
I think it qualifies as both.
think so too, but I'm not entirely sure on that.
Trust me, they all need the supplies. Essential people, it's a thing.
Yeah, there's... No matter what it qualifies as, the doctors definitely need some equipment, so donating that cause would be very much appreciated. Alright, so it's 13 minutes before the tournament begins. These events are directly benefiting Direct Relief, which is a humanitarian aid organization fighting the spread of COVID-19 in all 50 states and over 30 countries. The mission is to improve the lives of all those impacted by the emergencies. And as stated multiple times by this point, money will get protective equipment to doctors and volunteers running out. It's a good cause, so please don't be shy about donating.
It doesn't take much. Every dollar is a mask for someone to use.
Alright. Well, it's about the time that I go over the rules, but they're a lot shorter this week, so that's not really going to fill much time. About Quarterly Report itself, it is a fun game tournament series in New Jersey that has been founded back in 2016, helping to unite grassroots and niche gaming communities. And after the pandemic has expanded to a rather large online event. This is the second of the 2 charity events they have hosted up to this point for direct relief.
Look, I got a shout out to Joe to Discord for pointing us in the direction of QR.
Well, I might as well say this now, but there is no way we're going to be able to watch literally every match. So, what we're going to do is we're going to call like 4 matches from the first 2 rounds and watch top 8. So when you finish your round 2 match, please just wait for the stream to catch up, so we can call some more matches from round 3. And we're just going to ignore winners or losers as far as the stream is concerned. So just go ahead and play up until you get to top 8.
So if I understand that right, we're just streaming winners and losers are on their own to play their match.
We're streaming losers starting top 8. Otherwise, we're only going to watch a handful of matches from winners, which we'll call out on stream and pin on Discord.
Gotcha.
Yes, this is the arranged LB2 soundtrack. New donation from Roy Shark for $20. Alright, 5 minutes before this show officially gets on the road. Alright, once again, don't forget that if you donate $5 or more to the event, you will be entered for a Hitbox controller giveaway.
Hitboxes are godlike controllers. Go for it.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle the seeds now. Alright, so unless any last minute stragglers join in, this should be the final bracket. Chopped frames looking good. I think we're set to begin here. Alright. Let me just pin in Discord and... Alright.
I see I'm fighting Samo first off. That should be interesting.
Yep, right off the bat we have Drac and Samo in round 1, as well as Link, Destroy, and Radical. So, let's just call like 4 or 5 matches from here, from the first 2 rounds, and then everyone else can just start playing until they hit round 3. Alright, I think a good place to start would be, well, obviously, kind of gotta watch Drac and Samo, and then from there I want to watch Link, Destroy, and Radical. You have any matches you want to see, Drac?
The first call.
Hmm? You broke up, I'm sorry.
Daniel and Sacco, I'd like to watch.
Alright.
Play ball is always a good person to watch play.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Let's watch... Okay. So we're gonna watch Drac and Samo, Link and Radical, Playball and Skeleton, and Daniel and Sack. I'll just pin them on Discord real quick. Who else? Right. Who the hell is Skeleton? There he is. Okay. So if you're not just pinged on the Last Blade Discord, please go ahead and play your match. Otherwise, we're going to start by spectating Dracula X and the Samo Camo.
Wish me luck.
I knew I forgot something. Oh well. Oh, and also, I should probably read off the rules for formality's sake, but, they're pretty straightforward. Kiryu is banned because boss character. Loops are limited to 2 repetitions per combo to avoid things getting really hectic. Use Antetsu JC is banned because it leads to block infinites and stuff. Insert coins mid-match is banned because it drops frames, and please ensure your fight client is at 2 MVS. Oh, this is a great start. I'm gonna call that a crash.
We're still in. I lied.
Well, can't have round 1 without this, so. Alright. Sorry for that, but, don't tell me. Okay. Well. That's not good. Oh, there they are. Okay, so we tune in to find them both on, like, 2 points of health, and, Samo closing it with a 4A. Alright, Drax playing really defensively, trying to space out Shigen with a lot of JAs. Not necessarily the best idea, because Shigen's got some really nasty anti-air grabs, and also Shigen's JA is both faster and higher priority than Kaede JA. Yeah, calm down with the emotes there, Roy. Alright, Samo takes it with some pretty basic 4A pressure. And... okay, guys, please don't spectate the match. Just watch the stream. It causes a lot of issues if there are too many spectators. Anyways, Dracula counterpicking Kagami with some much stronger air normals and some decent movement options to get around Shigen's nonsense. As well as his best poke actually functions in this matchup. Alright, good DP into DM. That's gonna kill. Alright, good air-to-air from Samo. Gets another one. Gets some anti-airs. Kagami 2C is a 2-frame normal though, so that's something you really got to watch out for. Especially given that Shigen's jabs are pretty slow as you'd expect. Alright, good take throw from Dracula. No tech, he could have gone for an OTG there, but I don't think he was quite aware enough to react to it. Alright, good command grab from Samo. Drac going for some really strong air dares here. They're both in desperation. That means they get an unlimited meter. That's really strong in Shigen's case because he actually gets access to a counter super, which is actually able to completely break the damage cap. Ooh, Drac going for a very risky full screen or half screen super, but Samo calling it out with the JA. That thing is unblockable, but it's a very slow projectile, so it's not gonna work unless your opponent's pushing really committal buttons. Although, if Samo was trying to abuse armor, I guess that would have worked. Alright, good record from Drac, but Samo responding with a pretty basic combo. Drac getting the anti-air. That might have crashed. Nope. Ah, this connection is not very good. I don't think Spikecade's used to all this traffic. Alright, Drac's just playing really defensively at this point, throwing out some JAs. Ooh, good deflect from Samo, doesn't get the follow-up. Now in desperation, SDM could take this. Throwing out some JCs, they're aiming out pretty well, but Drac manages to get a 2C and close it with run-up 3C. Very interesting decision. Drac is back in this. Samo's counterpicking Zantetsu, though. This is a much harder matchup for Kagami. But then again, who isn't it harder for? Yeah, Zantetsu's easily the best in the game besides the banned boss character, so... we might see some really crazy shenanigans. That's already demonstrated here by Samo taking over 50% with just 2 interactions. Alright, Drac with frame trap buff dive kick. Bit of connection issue here, but Samo trying to throw kunais. This is not a very good connection. Will this combo? That's a no. They're just building up the suspense for y'all. Alright, both of them throwing out some J8s here. Drac just playing as defensively as possible, even though he doesn't have a life lead. But I guess what are you going to do against Zantetsu? Going up close against him is kind of a death sentence. Although Kagami does have a relatively easy time dealing with Zantetsu pressure because he can just mash 2C out of a lot of it, and that will lead to damage if you have the awareness to confirm. But Zantetsu can do the same to Kagami. Alright, good dive kick. Samo is on match point here. Yeah, this game is definitely Kusage, but it's weird. It's like neutral-oriented Kusage. That's not something you see very often. Though I guess that's partially due to the hard damage cap. You can never do more than 180 points of your opponent's 200 health. Well, unless you have some sort of unblockable reset or something. Or you're playing Shigen. Nope, it's 180. The cap is at 180. Alright, Samo trying to zone Dracula out with kunais. Now, the counterplay to that would be to just jump in, because the kunais actually don't have a hitbox on their way to the ground. They only have a hitbox on the ground, but it does make for an incredible OTG, as shown there. Alright. Yeah, I think Drac was just kind of sick of the connection. Alright, let me set up the scoreboard, and then we can watch Link Destroyer versus Radical 101.
I think we crashed.
I think you might have desynced. But I think it's too late for that now. Can you two both check to see what BIOS you're on? Because if either of you were on AES, that would cause issues.
No, we weren't on AES. It's just internet's being stupid, I assume, or Fightcade is.
Probably some combination thereof. Anyways, Link Destroyer and Radical are already in this. Or at least that's what Fightcade claims. Alright. Scoreboards are backwards. We actually have Link Destroyer on Setsuna and Radical on Washizuka.
I'll finish my last match with Sam.
Why did I make the name so small? Anyways.
Never mind. Yeah, he won. I lost track. Yeah, Sam.
Alright, Link Destroyer gained some really strong pressure here. Michael's already on desperation. Washi's got some very consistent super confirms. Oh, that's not one of them. That is not one either. Goes for Fandango. Link Destroyer whiffs. Radical failing to punish. One super confirm could take this, but now Link Destroyer is also in desperation. That could sting. Alright, any hit will take this. There it is! Link Destroyer finishing the round with an overhead. You have anything to say on this matchup, Drac?
Washi has to work a little harder than Speed to win it.
Alright, good response from Link.
His damage is monstrous, but he can pressure you all day.
These two are dropping basically every damn confirm they land.
I'm blaming Fight Cage.
Yeah, I would too. Alright, Link Destroyer gets a good confirm right there. Speed chain into DP, but it works. Alright, whiff super. This could be big. Oh, doesn't punish. Link Destroyer takes it with a 4A chain. Alright, we're now in flames. The stage has some pretty infamous slowdowns, so a lot of things become more reactable, but given the Fightcade lag, I think that evens out a little bit.
I had Guru meditate.
Oh boy. That's a sign they might have desynced. Alright, no, it still looks like they're both playing with intentionality. They're dropping all their combos, but they are still pushing buttons that at least make sense.
I don't think they're dropping combos. I think they are doing it intentionally just to mess with each other.
Maybe. Alright, Link Destroyer gets the Fandango. Will he finish it? Nope. That would have killed. Alright, Radical punishing with just a fireball. Gets the deflect. No full follow-up. It fails to react to Link Destroyer's failed deflect. But still manages to open up regardless.
A win is a win.
A win is a win is a win. Ooh! Got the weird cross-up, but dropped the meaty. As such, Link Destroyer just got to push buttons. And another lag spike here.
I'm gonna start counting the overheads that Setsuna lands. I think I jinxed that.
Alright, sorry for that, but Radical takes game 2. Alright, no counterpick from Link Destroyer.
Honestly, I don't know if there's really a counter pick here. I want to say Washizuka wins this match, but they're pretty even.
Yeah, and Setsuna can definitely cheese out Washi with his big ass buttons, which, although technically not as optimal as just playing a character with really solid damage output, I can see why a lot of people would prefer to just have big buttons that can actually contest Washi rather than trying to beat him out of neutral.
I'll take that round.
25 messages were deleted by Mott. Bot, what are you doing? Oh. Yeah, Sack, don't... Please type more than one word at a time in chat. Yeah, you guys should be able to report your scores, just update the page. Alright, that might have been a crash. Yes, it was. It is US to Puerto Rico, so I'm surprised that this matchup is a little rough. Alright, well, Radical takes it. Off screen. Alright, up next, let's watch Daniel Games versus Sakurako. Sakurako is non-fight gate currently. By the way, don't forget, this is still a charity event, and if you donate $5 or more to Direct Relief, you will be entered for a giveaway to receive a Hitbox controller. There they are.
Had some great timing there. Fightcade just closed itself entirely on me.
Yeah, Fightcade has not been cooperating this weekend. Although I can't say I'm surprised, there has been a lot more traffic than normal.
Yeah, they posted stats for it on Twitter recently. Is I don't know, 500-something thousand games in the last month. I don't.
The answer is that Red GGPO, the reason why we're using Fight Kit and not Red GGPO is because a lot of players in this community have been known to just get randomly booted from Red GGPO, if not locked down entirely from the get-go. We might have fixed some of those issues, but we haven't really had a chance to playtest that yet. We might try that next week, but for now, Fight Kit is definitely the more consistent of the two options, even if it is a bit janky. But anyways, we have Sakurako on Power Hibiki and Daniel Games on Speed Kajiro. Both neck and neck right here. Alright, good anti-air from Sakurako. Hibiki 5B is one of the best grounded buttons in the game. It's literally a 3-frame anti-air and leads to really good damage if you hit a grounded opponent with a late hit. Yeah, 6B is also really good because it's just a really fast poke that leads to damage. 5B is still 9 frames. Ooh, a super hit from Daniel right there. Doesn't get the tech chase.
I am most likely behind you on the match.
Potentially. Alright, 5B into 236. Sakurako has really good awareness for when she gets the air hit of 5B. But Daniel Games still, nonetheless, manages to catch Sakurako throwing out a bad super and punishes with a super confirm of his own.
I counted 3 opportunities there. Sato could have landed the grab STM.
Oh yeah, Hibiki does have a pretty notable weakness, and that is anytime she unsheaths her sword and whiffs, she spends literally a full second trying to sheath it again. So if you whiff anything, you are going to eat a full combo with Hibiki. Alright, good confirm from Daniel. This could kill if he gets the taste. He does not! Sakurako punishing with 5B into the DM. That kills!
Right
Yeah,
down to
Hibiki
the
is
good
all...
stuff.
Sorry. What were you saying?
So the match was right down to the wire. That was pretty good.
Yeah. But yeah, these are both characters that are very reliant on neutral and with very fake pressure on either end. The key difference is that Hibiki's got much bigger and generally faster pokes, but Kojiro's have a lot more disjoint to them. 5A in particular for Kojiro is a very nasty disjoint. Oh my god, Sakurako calling out said 5A with a super. But yeah, that 5A right there is incredibly disjointed for how fast it comes out, so that's a very valuable tool in this matchup, since you can poke out 5B pretty consistently.
Anytime you're fighting Hibiki and she has meter, remember, if you whiff any button, she can tag you.
Yeah, and it does a huge amount of damage. If she's in power, it'll do almost 50%. Just raw. Comes out a bit faster than it looks, too. Alright, Daniel leaves himself a little punishable, but Sakurako failing to get said punish. Daniel closes it with a speed chain. Very convincingly takes game 2.
Match point
Alright,
for
good
both
jump in.
players.
Sakurako getting a little too greedy with those round start 2-3-6s. Daniel's just jumping in and calling it all out. Ooh! A brilliant cross-up JC. Gets the anti-air. Gets the throw. Oh, could have killed with an OTG there, but instead calls the roll in with an overhead. Daniel taking it with a perfect.
That was a nice grab mix-up right there from Daniel. Holy cow. I did not see that coming.
Yeah, why do they call him Daniel Games if he's not gonna play games in the match? He has some pent-up frustrations against Sack, I think. Alright, Treasure 5B. That I believe that was to Hibiki's favor.
Daniel picking annoying characters is a meme in some fighting game discords at this point.
Alright, good anti-air. Doesn't quite kill, but manages to chip out with the overhead. Alright, Daniel takes it.
Good games, guys. That was a good watch.
Alright, and last but not least, we have Playball versus Skeleton. Alright.
I'm not sure who Skeleton is, but I don't see anyone resembling that name in the lobby, unless I got disconnected from Fightcade again.
Looks like Skeleton's not there, no. I'll check if they're on Discord. Oh, and Slamtown forfeits. Slamtown. There he is. Yeah, I'm not seeing Skeleton here, and he's had plenty of time, so I'm just gonna go ahead and DQ him. At least from winners. Yeah, if your match is taking more than like 5 or 10 minutes to show up, you can just DQ him. Alright, looks like we might have had a few people who flaked. Not seeing Majin apparently. Hey Jack, can you cover me while I'm sorting all this out?
Working on it.
Also, Link Destroyer and Radical, please report your scores. Well, this guy isn't even in the Discord. Jeez.
Might be someone who's just joined from the main QR page or something.
Mm-hmm. They still should have joined in Let's Play Discord, but I'll check the QR Discord as well. He's offline there, so... Alright. I'm not seeing Judamite anywhere either, actually. A little surprised they didn't show up.
Apologies, I'm having some issues bringing up Discord on the computer. But it works fine on the phone.
Alright, Tsar and Radical still haven't played, but Radical just got up there, so it's not a huge deal. Alright, a few people just seem to have forgotten to report their scores. Alright, Got's kill is nowhere to be found, so I'm gonna DQ him. And I'm not seeing Judamite either, which I'm a little surprised about, but I'm gonna DQ him as well.
Who was that?
Judamite, he didn't show up.
He is.
He's not on Fightcade either. He's unaccounted for. I gotta DQ him.
Yeah, that's fine. I understand.
Alright, so a word to anyone in losers, if your match is taking more than 5 minutes to show up, please just go ahead and mark yourself as the winner. But for now, we're going to watch the 3 matches that are available in round 3, which are Samo Camo and Lich Massacre, Lightspeed Lucas and Bobo Glory, and Daniel Games versus Playball, in that order. So, Samo Camo and Lich Massacre, please play your match. Alright, sorry for the hold up, everyone, but we should have that sorted now.
Okay, Skeleton did not show up, correct?
Correct.
Free win for me. Thank you, sir.
Well, you still gotta give him 5 minutes down there.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
We have Samo Camo on Zantetsu and Lich Massacre on Kaide. This is obviously a very rough matchup for Kaide, but it's not entirely for the reasons you'd expect, because Zantetsu actually does have a surprisingly hard time hitting the hitbox extension on some of Kaide's normals, most notably 5A. The real problem is that Kaide's jab is incredibly slow, and Zantetsu is incredible at baiting deflects, which is normally what Kaide uses to supplement the fact that his jabs are not that great to get out of pressure, unless the opponent leaves themselves unsafe. And right here, we can see that Zantetsu very distinctly outdamages Kaide, who goes for SDM instead of regular DM to follow up on the grab, but that actually doesn't work. You cannot juggle into Kaide's SDM. At least not the melee one. You have to use the projectile version of that super. Alright, Samo going invisible, trying to pull out some gimmicks, gets a kunai, almost gets a slash, goes for a dive kick, calls Massacre out. Nice to Mr. Overhead. It's an overheads. Samo getting the OTG. Another dive kick. Doesn't quite kill, but gets the stun! The throw's gonna close it. Samo takes game 1. Alright, let's see if Lich can adapt to this. Round start DP, not the safest thing, but Samo fails to punish. Alright, that's gonna hurt. Lynch Massacre taking a ton of damage, but not quite in desperation. Actually, yes he is. Alright, Sam will screen up the OTG. Let's Lich survive, but still manages to open him up. Santetsu's literally got 10-way mix-ups off of jump-ins. And if he manages to call out where the opponent's going to roll, he's got a 15-way mix-up. It is absolutely absurd. Especially given that anytime he knocks you down, you're still going to eat 25% thanks to kunais.
There is no adapting to that character.
Yeah, no. You just have to call out the opponent for having really wacky pressure. Alright, Samo takes it. Alright. So yeah, matches go very quickly when Zantetsu's involved. Alright. Once again, please do not forget this is still a charity stream. Donating to Direct Relief would be very much appreciated, and donate $5 or more to the Quarantine Report fundraiser, and with a donation of $5 or more, you will be entered for a Hitbox giveaway. Anyways, up next we have Lightspeed Lucas versus Bubble Glory. Please play your match.
Alright, Psycho's wanting to know if he's getting streamed in losers. If not,
No, we're not streaming losers up until top 8, which is round 4, I believe.
Got it.
Yeah, losers round 4. Until you reach that point, just play your match. If we need more matches to fill up time, we'll just spectate randomly. Anyways, Bubble Glory unaccounted for in the Fightcade lobby. I'm gonna ping him on Discord. Alright, well, more shoutouts to Direct Relief, a humanitarian aid organization fighting the spread of COVID-19. Their mission is to improve the lives of all those impacted by emergencies. Currently, they're doing this, as all money donated to them will be used to get protective equipment for doctors and volunteers running out across the world. So it's a good cause. Please consider donating.
Donating $5 more gets you into the running for a Hitbox or Smashbox controller, which are amazing controllers for any kind of game you'd want to play them with. The Smashbox controller definitely gets some love for having just all of the buttons.
Okay, well, I was looking away. We actually reached the $3,500 donation. I don't want to say donation goal. That was never a hard goal, but we hit a milestone. Anyways, I have no idea where Bobo Glory is, so we're just gonna move on to Daniel Games versus Playball first.
Bobo Glory just showed up.
Oh, okay, never mind. Let's watch that then.
Daniel versus Playball has to be on stream regardless.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's going to be a good match. Besides, they got to run up their first of 20 counter. Alright, we have Kaide Hibiki. Depending on whether Bobo goes power or speed will determine whether this is a neutral-oriented matchup or a Kaide just needs to not script this pressure matchup. Okay. So this is going to be a very neutral-oriented matchup, as Kaide actually has a few ways to pretty consistently contest some of Hibiki's pokes. Although both of them have pretty extreme hurtbox extension, and both are very capable of hitting their other hurtbox. Oh my god, Lucas! 3 throws in a row! 4!
4?
Will we see 5? Gets to deflect the throw, that's 5! 6! Whiffs a throw! Bobo gained a throw of his own. Will Lucas take this with just throws? Nope, Bobo giving him a taste of his own medicine. Oh, that could do it! Ah. Yeah, you gotta dash up if you want to throw Kaide after that, because it actually does put him a fair distance away after the last hit.
But man, that was entertaining.
That it was. Alright, Lucas putting on a show, but now actually getting a little serious by the looks of it. Ooh, a wonderful anti-air from Bobo Glory right there. So yeah, anyways, like I was saying, both these characters have pretty notable hurtbox extension on a lot of their stuff, but both of them are quite capable of hitting the hurtbox extension on everything they do, which, there's a crash. But the thing is, Kaide actually can trade surprisingly well against Hibiki's buttons. It's just that Hibiki's buttons are generally better at shutting down a lot of Kaide's mix-ups and whatnot. As well as she has much more damaging punishes than Kaide at most ranges. Unless Kaide's got, like, STM charge in. Oh my god! Bobo Glory with 5B into 2-1-4. Taking game 1. Alright, going into game 2, no counter pick. Both still in power. Both of these characters can tend to be pretty reliant on the high damage output of their individual buttons, because usually they're really good at forcing trades. It's just a matter of, in this matchup, it's more just a matter of the Kaide knowing how to whiff punish Hibiki properly, and Hibiki knowing how to anti-air, while both of them need to be aware of what things they can actually trade with favorably. Ooh, Bobo Glory going for the projectile sweep, but that one actually does not combo off of 2-1-4. Alright, Lightspeed Lucas with an empty hop low. Managing to open up Bobo Glory just barely. You have anything to say on this matchup, Track?
Aside from the fact I think I am behind you on stream, I mean, in spectating.
Ooh, a good anti-air from Lightspeed Lucas right there. And another one. That's a 3-frame anti-air, 5-frame for the second hitbox. Very nasty. Ooh, good deflect!
I can tell you Hibiki needs 5 reads to win this. She can just kill you with 6B with a few good reads.
Kaide can kill you with 3 though, so... It's just he also needs to get a bit closer to do it. But Lightspeed Lucas with the deflect into 6B, taking game 2.
That's true. I mean, Hibiki can kill you with a few reads and one button. Is all. I'm just being silly.
Oh, Bubble might be going speed. I think he wants EX, actually.
6 with power, though.
Oh, okay, you're actually a little ahead of me, then. Yeah, usually if you can land 6B after deflect, for most characters that's actually the most damaging option. Counterintuitive as it is, like, it's boring, but it gets the job done. However, a lot of characters have generally better option out of deflect, because usually if you combo into a special... Oh, good meditation, goody. Usually if you combo into a special, you'll be left with more advantage, but comparable damage.
Lucas takes it with a nice combo into DM.
Ooh, kind of a shame we missed that. All of the modes are Yuki's best mode because all of them are equally terrible. She doesn't have the correct tools for any of them.
She has speed mix-ups because she's a speed character.
I mean, even then, you can fuzzy guard it, so it's fake. All you've really got is the frame trap and a fireball, but you've got that in all modes.
Yuki gets no love.
Lightspeed Luke is going for a really committal unblock. Oh my god! Trip guard with the super! What a call out! Lightspeed Lucas takes it.
Anti-air supers and SNK games, man.
All right.
Anti-jump, I should say.
So, Radical 101 and Czar have not played their match yet. Czar isn't on the Discord. Let me check the QR Discord.
They are in game right now.
Oh, never mind then. Alright, well, we've still got one more match, so... I guess we'll probably just watch the winner of that and Wooly after this, but we've got Daniel Games versus Playball. Please play our match.
This is what we call the main event in our Discord.
Yeah, these two are at the forefront of the war between Power Kojiro and Speed Kojiro. Neither are good, but there is a surprising amount of debate over which one is actually better.
And throwing a whole bone in the picture, I'm looking at...
oh my god, Playball going EX Hibiki!
So this doesn't count for their first to 20, I guess.
No, it doesn't, but... That is, that's certainly a ballsy choice. Remember how I was saying that Hibiki is super reliant on their ability to trade so well with everything? Yeah, okay, let's take that into a matchup where Hibiki's already having a really hard time trading, and then let's give her a 30% damage defense penalty. Needless to say, this matchup is now very much in Kojiro's favor, but Playball might be able to take this out with speed chains, which are actually very effective for Hibiki because 5A is a surprisingly useful poke at close range. Alright, tries 2B into DM, doesn't get it. Daniel calling out the fake pressure.
Don't put EX Hibiki out. She does have damage up.
Yeah, she definitely has some pretty solid damage output if she manages to make some reads, but that requires her to play Rushdown, and Hibiki's toolkit is not super well built for that. She's got, like, JB, which is a great cross-up tool, but she doesn't have too much beyond that in order to actually get in. Normally she wants to play, like, a character length away.
Speed in EX, she has the Cancel 2B, which is a godlike poke, actually.
That's true. Alright, but Daniel Games taking this out with some very solid 5A confirms. Taking game 1. But Playball, the legend, not counterpicking. Alright, but Daniel managed to get a clean hit, doesn't follow up. Most characters B&Bs will kill you in 2 hits if you're playing EX, but Kojira is not one of those characters. She needs meter in order to do 50% to an EX character. It's honestly one of her biggest weaknesses that she has, like, no damage, and also all of her pressure is fake. Oh yeah, but Kojiro's speed anti-air is incredible. Are you trying to say something, Drek? Because you were kind of breaking up there. Alright, goes for the cross-up, but Daniel blocking it.
Chain into Fandango should take it if it hits.
Oh, it does! Daniel caught blocking low, and Playball killing as a result, taking game 2.
With that awesome colored Hibiki.
Yeah, EX is generally seen as the worst of the 3 modes, just across the board, but it has some of the best palettes. There's no denying that.
Easily. There's an argument to be made for Moria for EX being his best mode, depending on how well you...
Yeah. And Amano can also make really... And Amano and Kagami can both also make really good use of it, although it's generally not considered their best mode, it is certainly considered viable in most cases. So, like, it's not unusable, but it is... It definitely has the least number of cases where it's the viable mode, where it's a viable mode.
And then there's Zantetsu, who's just good in every mode, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, the problem with having a good super cancel in EX is that your supers are still based off of speed's frame data, which usually means your supers have much slower startup and your super cancels just don't function. That's why all the characters that have good EX modes don't have alternate versions of their supers for speed and power.
Well, to be fair, that really only applies to Kaide.
No, there are a lot of characters like that. There's Okina, there's Hibiki, although Hibiki does still have some super confirms.
Hibiki's super same in both modes. You can combo it off any poke with speed. It is.
Oh, I was told.
You were told wrong, son.
Must have been.
Or if it's different, it's still fast enough to combo off of a 2A and speed EX.
Oh, I was kind of talking like special to super cancels.
Oh yeah, some of that's wonky.
Yeah, like everyone can still cancel their normals into supers if it was even remotely possible before. Usually that's less damage, but either way, Playball taking this very convincingly with EX Hibiki. Rather impressive.
Not what I expected to see. I'm going to go ahead and play my match with Sako and losers.
Yeah, you should do that. Alright, Czar and Radical are still playing. Which means we do not actually have a match lined up currently. So I'm just going to spectate Sack and Drac. Whenever they get in. Oops. There they are. Well, they should be in. Alright. We've got Sakurako on Kite on, oh no, we've got Drac on Kite and, Sack on Hibiki. But... So yeah, we've seen this matchup a couple times before. Pretty much the same deal, only thing I will say is that, when Hibiki's got meter, she is a lot scarier in this matchup because all of a sudden whiffing 5A becomes incredibly unsafe. Alright, Drac going for a lot of JBs here. Sakurako calling it out with a deflect. Alright, good air there. I believe that traded Hibiki's favor. Ooh, Dracula responding with a command grab. Gets the super after. Drac just jumping back with JB. Oh! Calls him out with a fireball. That was a good play. Kite's air fireball is generally seen as pretty gimmicky because it's super unsafe on block, pretty much regardless of range, but it beats out a lot of jump-ins, if not trades with them incredibly well. So it can often find some use in power just because it's so difficult to contest and also changes your jump angle if you use the B version. Dracula going speed Zantetsu. Radical, you were never supposed to be streamed. You were supposed to play that like a long time ago. Alright, good overhead from Drac. Playing very defensively. Sakurako still not taking advantage of their life lead. I suppose that's not a very consistent strategy against Zantetsu. And crash. Alright. Good cross up from Drac, not getting a conversion, but still managing to get a frame trap with a wall bounce. Gets the overhead. Sakurako going for super, Dracula blocking, calling it out! Oh, gets invisibility instead of finishing the combo. And Sakurako getting a raw super afterwards. Just because you're invisible doesn't mean you get to push buttons for free. Especially against a character with catch-all like Hibiki's. She has both 5B and that. Sakurako takes it. Alright. Next up we have Radical 101 versus Wooly Babo. Please play your match. Drac, do you care to handle the formalities real quick?
I shouldn't blame Brazil lag, but I'm blaming Brazil lag.
Can you please handle the formalities? I can't talk and update the scoreboard.
Yeah, I got it.
Well, they're in. Wait, the hell? What? The names were correct. They're going into a mirror. And a crash. Ah, good old fight, Cade. Alright. Anyways, we have Radical on Power Washi and Wooly on Speed Washizuka. Alright, both deflecting quite a bit. Radical calling it out. Doesn't get the combo, but manages to open him up with a 1000 slash afterwards.
I'm getting gurus all day over here.
Yeah, same. Alright, both exchanging some pokes. Radical opening him up with 5A into 1000 slash. Don't need $1 for every crash would... That like bankrupt the state.
I'm all for that idea, actually.
Alright, 5A into 3C. Ooh, a clean deflect from Wooly. Gets the follow-up, gets the OTG. Doesn't catch Radical pushing buttons and wake up. Oh! That... Nope. Alright, gets the overhead afterwards. Gets the deflect, doesn't follow up. And a super confirm, that's gonna take it. Wooly wins game 1. You have anything to say about Washi mirrors? Dracula? Okay, I guess he's...
That's going to be a tough one. I mean, mirrors themselves are hard to call, I think. It's just down to player skill.
Yeah, but there are still, like, particular normals that beat each other out. There are a ton of mirrors where normally your most useful poke is actually your worst because your opponent just has something that beats it out so damn consistently.
All of Washi's pokes, I think, have a good use, though. And nothing really beats out anything else. I mean, I think a 5, or I think a 4A might outrank
Ooh!
2C.
Wooly calling out the 2A with a raw super. Don't see that every day.
And then there's things like that.
Alright, Wooly's just jumping in, gets the cross-up. Empty hop, but nothing off of it. Gets the cross-up, gets the confirm. Radical's now in desperation. But Wooly not having any of it, finishing the set with a super confirm. Doesn't even let the wind animation rock out.
He's on a mission, man. He's trying to take back his win from Samo from last week.
Alright then. Speaking of, the winner's bracket is now in top 8. We've got a bunch of inactive players down here. I'm just going to DQ them real quick. Seriously, if your match takes more than 5 minutes to show up, please DQ them. Gotta keep things rolling. Anyways, Up next, we have the Samo Camo versus Lightspeed Lucas. Please play your match. And again, please remember that if you donate $5 or more, you'll be entered to win a Hitbox controller. Alright, they're in. Or at least they should be.
I got a blank screen on mine.
Same. Oh, there it goes.
Power's in and Power Hibiki.
Alright, have anything to say on this matchup besides Hibiki dies?
Honestly, I think Hibiki can fight Santetsu pretty good.
Oh, why's that?
It's still obviously Luca's favorite, but she can definitely.
Is it because of how well 5B covers everything?
Yes.
I can see that. Not really much Zantetsu can do except preemptively cross-up slash, and by that point you're already in his set play and everyone's dead at that point besides, like, maybe Kagami, because 2C covers most of his mix-ups besides his overhead.
Deflect 5B DM from Lucas.
Damn.
Sam makes it.
Any clean hit could take this. Ooh, gets hit out of his pressure, and Samo Camo takes it with the jab.
Another guru.
Oh boy. Guru meditation. My favorite form of meditation. Alright, Lightspeed Lucas is counterpicking a mono, now abusing the hell out of JC. Oh, and that is an unfortunate freeze frame. Alright, Samo taking it with wall bounce and a slash. Alright, JC gets deflected by Samo. Mono JC is an incredibly disjointed normal, but it does not— oh my god! Samo getting the stun! Doesn't quite kill off of it, though. But manages to card cancel into Zuenjin. Damn, that was, I did not expect that to go so quickly, I'm not gonna lie.
That is quick.
Yeah, that was fast even for Zantetsu. Apparently Samo wants the rematch with Wooly as well. Oh, that was top 8. Whoops. I forgot to update the graphic. Up next, we have Wooly versus Playball, but Wooly and Radiclev still not report their matches. Alright, that'll be in at some point. Yeah, Challenge is melting, Fight Kit is melting. It's just a mess.
Just another reminder for everybody, all the money that's getting donated today is going to Direct Relief Charity. It's a humanitarian aid organization fighting the spread of COVID-19 in every state in 30 countries. And their mission is to improve the lives of everyone impacted by emergencies. All the money goes to getting them equipment they need, like masks, gloves, etc. And it's a good cause. Help them out.
Alright, well they should be in, but I'm getting a blank screen. Oh! 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 You seeing this track?
This is gonna be fun. This should be fun.
Okay, well, we're doing this! EX Hibiki versus EX Kajiro! Let's go!
On flames.
I don't know how to react. They both got anti-air good. They both poke and they both die in like 2 hits. That's all I got.
And Wooly is on EX Kojiro.
Yep.
Looks like.
Well, we gotta give her meditation right off the bat.
They're still on my screen.
But yeah, Kajiro's 2 on 4 is neutral and hit, so it's not the safest thing in the world to push buttons in most matchups, but Hibiki's jab is just as fast as Kajiro's, if I recall correctly. Ooh. Wooly closing it with a 4A.
That was play ball, unless I am decent.
Oh yeah, it was. Never mind. I got it backwards. Oh! Hibiki, play ball landing the counter. Yeah,
Wooly
Hibiki has a counter that just plays her whiff throw animation. Goes for Fandango, gets it! This could kill! Oh, goes for the style! Gets it! That's gonna kill!
It's the hypest combo you can do in this game.
Yeah, that is objectively the coolest combo. I cannot be convinced of otherwise. Alright, play ball closing it with a 2B, 236A. Taking game 1 with a perfect.
And that's why EX is not played as much, folks.
Yeah, you take 30% extra damage, and you also have a meter build penalty. Although the exact ratio on that, I don't remember. I want to say it's like 50%, but that doesn't sound right.
It's half as much as speed, so it's
Okay.
25% as much as power.
Alright.
Now we got Wooly on power Setsuna.
Yep. Oh my god! I was just about to say, Tsuna's really good in this matchup because, Hibiki has no real option to contest Setsuna JB besides deflect, which is incredibly committal. And it's even worse when you consider that Hibiki can't even trade favorably with literally anything Setsuna has, since he's in power and she's in EX. Which means she's going to take an obscene amount of damage from and literally any hit. Up to and including JB. Alright, some good pokes from Wooly here. Already getting like 50%. Ooh, but play ball with the counter. Making really good use of that. You don't see a lot of Hibikis try to throw that out. But Wooly closing it with a special and a super cancel. Bringing this to game 3. Playball not counterpicking.
He's always been one to stick to his guns, man. Except when he swapped to Speed Kojiro last week, I think it was, the week before.
Yeah, but that was lore.
Yeah, it does. Anything's fair in war.
Alright, Wooly crossing these, blocking these cross-ups really consistently, but managed to get open by one of them. Alright, taking a ton. One thing Hibiki does have going for her is that even if her stuff is blocked, yeah, she's unsafe, but she's gonna do a ton of chips, so you gotta actually get a good punish, or it's actually to her favor. You can't just slap her with a 5A or some crap and expect it to work. Alright, Wooly managed to chip out with the 2 and 4. Wooly now on match point against a EX Hibiki without any meter. We managed to land a throw, but goes for 6B in the wrong direction. Gets the overhead. Gets the air. Gets the anti-air. Some beautiful play techs from, some beautiful tech chases from Playball, but ultimately amounting to very little. Because he need 1 JB, and that's already almost as much damage as they just sent out. Alright, gets the deflect, gets the Fandango! This could kill! Not
Drops
quite.
finish on it.
Oh, Guru Meditation? Ah, we're not gonna see the end.
They're still in. They're still. Wooly takes it with an overhead.
Ah. Oh, darn. That's really disappointing. That was one of the better sets we've had in a long time, but Fake let us down. So we don't have any of our losers matches lined up yet. So let's just go ahead and watch Bubble Glory versus Sakurako. They should be on. I'm not going to bother to update the scores or anything, because this is probably over by the time we get in. Alright, good anti-air from Bobo. We have Bubble Glory on Kaede and Sakurako on Hibiki. Ooh, 5B and a DM. Good confirm.
Okay, I'm in now. I'm guessing I'm probably behind you, though.
Alright, Playball just landed 6B. Oh! And kills! I'm willing to bet Playball has taken the set now. Looks like it. Alright. Oh, right, Sakurako, not Playball. My apologies. Alright, well, we do actually have one losers match set up, and that would be Daniel James versus Radical 101. Please play your match. They're in. Yeah, the names weren't accurate in the last one because we just popped into some random losers match. I'm not throwing shade, like, a match in losers brackets.
I take no offense to that. Looks like we got Power Washizuka versus Speed Kojiro.
Yep. Alright. So nice touch about this matchup is that neither of these characters can actually perform fatalities on each other. You can hit them with any move in your kit and it will not slash the opponent.
Would you believe me if I told you I did not know that?
You're the one who told me, so no.
What?
You're the one who taught me that! I think.
Okay, well that's true, I guess. I forget things.
Anyways, Daniel landing some tick throws really consistently here. Both are now in desperation, so one hit could kill. Good deflect from Radical. Whiffs the DP, Daniel capitalizing on it, but not quite killing. And Daniel with the 3C to call out the deflect. Both have meter on deck.
That was a nice, tricky little deflect into flash kick there from Radical. Not actually easy to do.
Oh yeah, if you weren't aware, Washizuka is a charge character, so his DP is down up and his fireball is back towards. And consequently, he can't run up and anti-air you. At least not very well. And Daniel making full use of these command grabs. They don't do much damage, but they're fun to land. Radical going for an SDM. Probably trying to cheese out Daniel, but he's not having none of it.
There is some trickery, like you can do like short dashes into charge down up moves, but you can't like do a full dash.
Alright, Daniel just has to not get hit here. Oh, that's... Radical gets a last hit and times Daniel out as a result. Alright, Radical opting to deflect the Fandango rather than push a button. Doesn't actually get anything off of it, though. And since all Fandangos are 50-50s on the first hit, and deflects can only block either high or low, that was actually a proper read.
Yep.
If you went for an air deflect, that would have been a different story, but that also would have led to less reward. Oh my god, another deflect from Radical. Still no follow-up.
He's just doing it for mind games.
Probably. I would say he's fishing for a reset, but... like, what are you going to reset into with Washi that's going to do more damage?
Dash under him and does shenanigans.
Daniel taking game 1. Alright, gets the knockdown, gets the OTG. And an overhead. That overhead is very reactable, but it's also very ambiguous, because it's literally just your crouching animation. So if you try to react to it, Kojiro can actually start doing some really crazy mind games. Daniel is just landing all of these dash-ins. Manages to catch Radical pushing a button at the end of that. Unless she's hurt. Nope. Radical drops it. Daniel manages to close the round with 5A and puts himself on match point. Alright,
Kind of hard to commentate when we're off. I'm ahead of you.
just say something about the matchup then. Everything has to be play-by-play. Ooh, a good super confirm from Medical right there. Misses the tech chase though, allowing Daniel to get his own follow-up, which leaves him mid-screen rather than in the corner.
I've always kind of liked this matchup. Both characters have similar tools.
Yeah, they've got very similar tools, but they want to use them in very different contexts. So it's quite interesting. I would not be surprised if they designed Kojiro around this matchup. Because a lot of her stuff starts feeling a lot more functional when you're fighting Washizuka in particular, because of the way all of his normals behave. Her pressure is still fake as hell, though. But Daniel managing to open him up with another 5A.
I mean, their buttons are similar. Like for air to air, they both have jumping A for really good air to air attack. Their jumping Bs are pretty similar.
Actually, I think their JBs might be identical. Alright, Rackle failing to anti-air with SDM. That gambit did not pay off, and Daniel takes the set.
I was half expecting Daniel to stand there and try and parry it, but I think he decided
He's learned his lesson. Alright, up next. Let's have Playball versus Sakurako and Muro. Please play your match. Hey Drac, you notice how it's an intermission? Okay then. Yep, Drac is dead. The vampire has been slain. Oh, he's actually gone. He disconnected from the voice chat. He's still online, he's just not in the voice chat.
Apologies for that. My cat decided to knock the router off and unplug it. Currently, I'm trying to reconnect to fight Cade.
Alright, well, we should have Radical and Sakurako in here pretty soon. It's only US to Brazil, so it shouldn't be too bad.
I was feeling it in my match versus Sako. Not that it mattered whether I would have won otherwise, but I mean, it was there.
Yeah, Radical, you're already out. Anyways, this is a charity stream for direct relief. A humanitarian aid organization fighting the spread of COVID-19 in all 50 states and over 30 countries. Money donated to their cause will get protective equipment to doctors and volunteers running out across the world. So please consider donating to that. Just type exclamation donate if you're not sure how. And they're in. Alright, we have Playball on EX Hibiki yet again, fighting a Power Hibiki. This is probably going to be a really rough matchup. But to be fair, if EX Hibiki gets in, they will be doing more damage overall than Power Hibiki, but their neutral is just so horribly hampered. As shown there, just jumping into 6B is already enough for Power to do some pretty nasty damage. 3 hits and chip and EX Hibiki's out. But on the flip side, EX Hibiki only needs 2 hits if they can get stuff like this. And a 2B into Super from Playball. The call out, let him take round 1. You still there, Drac, or did the cat knock your router again?
I'm still here, but I can't spectate the match.
That's a problem. Alright, good anti-air from Playball. Once again, Hibiki 5B comes out frame 3, making it a great anti-air and an even better tech chase tool.
Alright, now I'm in. At a lag spike, of course.
And a Guru Meditation. Oh, nope, never mind. That was just a lag spike. Alright, Sakurako takes it with an air trade. Oh, Playball is deflecting a Fandango. And gets the full follow-up. Does it actually do more damage than Hibiki's Fandango 2?
No, but it's stylish.
That I can't argue with. Alright, Playball getting the 6B into DM there. Both players on equal footing. I think Playball has life lead, but that's not super important in this matchup with 30 seconds left. 2B into walk-up throw. Playball takes it.
Actually, it might do more damage in EX. I don't know. I don't know if the 623C does more in EX or not.
It might because of the way it scales. Alright, Playball playing very dominantly here. And Guru Meditation. Goody.
They're still in.
Yeah, but the spectators are not particularly stable right now. Alright, Playball takes the ground. Alright, Playball's knockdown, gets the DM afterwards. Might have crashed the game with that. Yep. Okay, I am probably unable to spectate this match.
Seeing the animation work trap.
I sincerely apologize. Oh my god. This is just too stylish for Fightcade. It can't process. It can't process this degree of swag. Tifu, thank you for donating the $50 to Direct Relief.
Well, they're out of game right now, so I'm going to guess Play Ball took it.
Yep, they did. Up next, we have Samuel Camo versus Wooly Bao Bao. Please play your match.
Our other main event.
By the way, finals in this tournament are still best of 3. Yeah, no, I think they're still in winners finals. Yeah, they're in winners finals. All right, they're in. Let's hope Fightcade holds up. Which is unlikely, but it is plausible. Alright, we've got Samo on Zantetsu and Wooly on Makuro. This is a very fast matchup because both these characters are very rushdown oriented and have insane damage output. So this could easily end in like 20 seconds. Alright. Makuro abusing his very damaging grab.
If you wanted to see a top tier matchup, this is it.
Yeah. Alright. Wooly gain another throw. For some reason, Makuro's damage scaling is just incredibly broken on his throw during power, so it does like 50%. It is nasty. 50% is an exaggeration, but it does a ton. Alright, some very clean deflects from Wooly. Going for some really janky pressure, trying to throw Samo off beat. Seems to be working. Alright, guess to confirm. And the 6C takes it. Well, if it crashes now, that's the good time. Nope.
Just a wonderful leg spike. No counter pick, but I guess you can't really counter pick.
I mean, this matchup is still even.
Wooly with a nice tech chase there.
I'm sorry about the dog in the background. Not sure if you can hear that.
I cannot.
Alright, well, Wooly is going pretty nuts here with these confirms. Now on match point. Trying to get Samo out of the equation. But Samo managed to get a good confirm, but drops it. Wooly's now able to go nuts, but drops it as well. Gets the tick throw after. Alright, gets another throw. That's going to do a big chunk of damage. Like spike, and perhaps they close it before? Nope. Good old Fightcade.
Wooly takes it with a 6C.
Well.
I think they are thinking this is still best of 5 now.
Yeah, no, it's not. It is, in fact, best of 3. Anyways, it's a little early to be using that graphic. I should probably pull up losers finals instead of grand finals. There we go. Alright, so whenever they stop playing, we'll have, We'll have Samo Calamo versus...
So we're just doing best of 3 in interest of time, right?
Yes. But also, actually, I don't think we're done with losers yet. Yeah, we've still got Play Ball versus the winner of Lightspeed Lucas and Daniel Games. I forgot who that was, and they didn't report. Or did they not play it? Did they not play it? Oh, I don't think they played yet. I'm sorry. We still had losers matches lined up. Okay, well then, Daniel Games versus Lightspeed Lucas. Please play your match.
Why was it switched to best of 3 for everything, or is that just a QR thing?
I thought it was part of the QR format, and I learned way too late that it wasn't.
Well, there we go.
Oh boy. Nope. We did not have a guru that quickly. Alright, we have Hibiki versus Kojiro. You've seen this matchup dozens of times by now. Hibiki's got a lot of hurt box extension, Kojiro does not. But Hibiki's buttons are just generally bigger and more rewarding at long range. But they've both got God tier anti-airs for different reasons. Because Kojiro's anti-air leads to an insane amount of reward compared to most, and Hibiki's is incredibly fast and consistent across the board, since it will also hit on the ground starting frame 9. Despite coming out frame 3 for the anti-air hitbox.
Yeah, it's so much fun to use. You can delay it. People try and parry you in. You can still hit it more often than you probably should.
Yeah, it's a very, very strong button. Alright, Lightspeed Lucas taking it with a grab.
Now, if you anti-air with it and they air recover, you can tag them with another, do a 6B or whatever. Lots of fun off of it.
Alright, Lightspeed Lucas is going for an anti-air, but trading with Daniel's 5B, or JB. Now getting a super confirm.
Going
Quite
for
enough to put Lightspeed Lucas in.
Good damn.
Sorry. What were you saying?
I was just commenting Daniel going in for a nice, clean, easy hit confirm instead of a long chain.
Yeah. It was also really smart that he didn't try to OTG, because that would have put Lucas in desperation. But he still would have died in one hit either way, so it was just better to deny him Hibiki DM, which is a very strong tool to catch a lot of things on whiff. Most notably, Kojiro 5A, which is a very important tool in this matchup.
Wasn't that DM randomly hitting where you came up with your got caught pushing buttons?
I don't know what you're referring to. Alright, good bait from Daniel. Good anti-air. Yeah, another one. Alright, Lucas stops teching.
That's like Daniel's signature playstyle right there. Making you eat all the over.
He lands these 6 BCs incredibly consistently. By the way, that thing's active for 9 frames. It's insane. Alright, gets the overhead. Doesn't do anything with it. Lightspeed Lucas just running in from full screen for a throw. There's some good airs from Daniel, but gets deflected. Ballsy super doesn't pay off. Daniel getting a super confirm of zone.
Still anybody's game.
Lucas not in desperation, but that will put him in it. Gets a throw. Probably safer to go for 2-3-6 than super, but either way, Daniel is still punishing with a super confirm to take the set.
Good match, guys. People still aren't aware everything's best of 3. Wait, was that 3 matches?
That was 2 matches, because Lucas was on Hibiki. Oh. They're still playing. I'm sorry.
So
I got the players confused.
The score is 1-1 right now, yes?
Yes. Yeah, if you want, you can go ahead and reset. I won't penalize you. Alright, anyways. Back to Flames. Alright, good anti-air from Daniel. It's pretty getting some pretty solid pokes here. Alright, good cross up from Lucas there. Gets the DM afterwards. Now on match point. Alright, good guard cancel. Doesn't get anything off of it. Oh, that wasn't even a trade. That was purely to Daniel's favor. Alright, good jump in from Lucas. Daniel could kill this with a speed confirm. Gets the hit, but doesn't convert off of it. And there we go. Daniel back in this. It's anyone's game.
Set point for both players.
Yep. Ooh, Daniel getting caught. Daniel getting caught jumping quite a bit. And there it is again. Lightspeed Lucas taking the set. Alright, up next we have Playball versus Lightspeed Lucas.
Don't forget to report your scores, guys.
Also, don't forget, there's still time to donate to the Direct Relief fundraiser. Donate $5 or more and receive a chance to get a Hitbox brand controller. They're in. Alright, do we have more Hibiki mirrors? We do. Alright, I believe we've seen this player matchup just earlier. So yeah, Power needs 2 reads and chip to kill, and will generally beat out a lot of EX's buttons in neutral. EX only needs 2 reads to kill, just flat out, but will generally lose a lot of trades in neutral, which... No, EX is not banned. EX is actually very weak for a lot of characters. Yeah, the damage penalty from EX is just too much for most characters to justify it. Especially since it also gives you a meter penalty.
I got the game completely froze there on that DM. That was pretty entertaining.
Yeah, it's a good freeze frame. It's a feature. It was just to give the super more impact.
Just like that.
I heard you liked hit stop, so I put hit stop on your hit stop. Anyways, Lightspeed Lucas taking this with a DM confirm. Moving on to game 2. Both these characters are fighting for a guaranteed 3rd place as well, which is the cutoff for the prize pool. So this is actually a pretty important match.
What's the split? Is it like 70, 20, 10?
Think. I don't remember. I don't have the doc handy.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
Alright, play ball go nuts now. Good dodge, blocks the overhead. But Lightspeed Lucas landing a clean 5B and converting off of it.
All that damage, man.
Alright. Play ball landing the hit, but doesn't quite convert off of it. Ooh, dash up SDM! Very ballsy play, I respect it, but it doesn't quite pan out. Lightspeed Lucas takes it. Also, 7 spectators! Guys! Please, stop spectating the tournament matches. It causes lag. Like, really badly. Just watch the stream.
Might be people in here watching that aren't in tourney, though.
That is a lot of people for it to be a coincidence. That's 4 players, my dude. Excluding the bot and ourselves. Anyways, moving on to losers finals. We have Samo Camo versus Lightspeed Lucas. This should be a good match.
Tell you what, Lucas got good at this game quick.
Yeah?
I swear he was new to it like a month ago.
It only took him like 3 or 4 weeks to pick up on a lot of things. Just goes to show, if you've got strong fundamentals, you can definitely compete in this game. The barrier to entry is not high at all. Alright, we have Samo Camo on Zantetsu and Lightspeed Lucas on Hibiki. Samo Camo with round start, empty hop 2C. Going for some really cheeky mix-ups with the invisibility install. Lightspeed Lucas still coming out on top, though. Just a few clean pokes. But Samo's now getting the good confirms rolling. Ooh, but Lightspeed Lucas with the deflect, gets the 5B, doesn't follow up. And Samo takes it with a slash into OTG.
Lucas with his throwing.
Samo getting a solid 45% right there. Ooh, a clean take throw. Lucas throwing out some raw supers out of desperation, but not quite getting it. Yeah, if the Zantetsus actually know to rush down when they have invisibility, it's really hard to deal with. Because the real strength is that it makes your mixes ambiguous. A lot of people try to use it to play neutral more effectively, but the problem is that most of Zantetsu's stuff that would be difficult to whiff punish, or all the stuff that would become difficult to whiff punish if he was invisible actually still has distinct particles that play separate from his invisibility. Oh damn, Lightspeed Lucas taking that with JB into DM. Crashing the game as a result. Let's get back in. Yeah, you don't want to use invisibility to enhance your neutral because all the stuff that you would want to be ambiguous outside of pressure situations actually still isn't. Like his instant slash, you can still see the slash itself. You can still see kunais. And a lot of the stuff you can see well before you need to start punishing it. But stuff like his 2C, his dive kick, all that, that's all completely ambiguous. Alright, good dive kick from Samo. Gets the kunais afterwards and takes the round.
There's an audio cue for dive kick, but it's tricky.
Yeah, the auto cue plays a little too late for most players to react to it from what I've seen. I don't know, we'd have to... You can't really frame by frame that because the audio doesn't play on that frame. Or on the frame that you pause, so... We'd have to see. If it's distinct within 14 frames, then yeah, you could react to it, in theory. If you knew to watch for it. Ooh! Lucas whiffing super and Samo punching with 6C into slash. Alright. Well, up next we have Grand Finals, actually. Alright, we have Woolly Babo in Losers and the Samo Camo in Losers. Right? Yeah.
Samo losers, Wooly and winners.
It doesn't really... The score doesn't really matter unless the results changed, which they did not. As long as you report the winner correctly, that's all that matters. You could set it to you could set it to 9,069, and that would be acceptable as long as the winner got the 9,000.
They're in.
That's not playing for me. Alright, here we go. We have Zantetsu Makuro. And we've already missed half the first round. Because this matchup is fast. Oh no. Ah, it crashed. That is not a good sign.
So much fun today on Fightcade.
Alright, there we go. We missed round 1, but Wooly took it and is now going to take this by the looks of it. There we go. Okay,
Never
Wooly
count
takes
him out,
round 1. Probably going to be on tournament point pretty soon here, given that this matchup is very, very volatile. Both these characters can easily do 50% plus. Makuro in particular can hit the damage cap super consistently if he's in desperation. Because he can just dive kick into SDM if he wants, and that's almost the damage cap right there. Alright, good cross up. Gets the confirm. Ooh, Samuel almost whiff punishing the dive kick. Doesn't quite get it though. Leaves himself unsafe, and Wooly now set to take this. Ooh, Samuel gets the hit. Oh, drops the confirm though. Alright, stuffs Samuel, or stuffs.
Delay the slash and just doesn't work.
Yeah. Manages to stuff a lot of Wooly's dashing attempts, but ultimately gets thrown. Alright, goes for dive kick.
Wooly on tournament point here.
Yep. Gets the dive kick. Doesn't get an OTG though. Whiffs the throw. Wooly could kill here. Doesn't go for it. Alright, that throw's gonna leave a huge mark. And he makes Will take it, and that's that! Wooly takes the tournament, quite convincingly. Alright, well. Alright, there we are.
So Wooly gets my money. All right. I'm
Yep.
okay with this.
We've got Wooly in first, Samo Camo in second, and Lightspeed Lucas in third. That was a good showing, everyone. Thanks for attending. Thank you to all who donated to the efforts of Direct Relief during the span of this tournament, and I hope you all have a nice day. I'm going to go ahead and raid one of the other active streams for you real quick. Just so you have somewhere to go next. Who's running at 2 o'clock? ABK, here you go.
It's a fun tournament, good turnout. I hope to see everybody back next time.
Yep, that was a good turnout. I've thrown... some links into the chat for you. Go watch that, or... I don't know, I guess this one is also running. Alright, go nuts. Alright, that's the stream. Have a good day, everyone.